we use brand strategy frameworks. So entrepreneurs input their thoughts and vision into their frameworks. So after that design process, so our algorithm and AI generate your original brand elements, and that includes logos, photos, fonts, and pitch decks, and social media assets.
Welcome to UpTech Report. This is our Apply Tech series. UpTech Report is sponsored by TerraLeap. Learn how to leverage the power of video at terraleap.io. Today, I am joined by my guest, Ryo Kikuchi, who's based actually going back and forth between Tokyo and New York, and is the CEO of ZeBrand. Welcome, Ryo. Good to have you on.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Now, ZeBrand, if I understand correctly, is a brand building platform. You're focused on helping startups and small business basically brand their way to growth, as you say it on your website. But you're all about branding. So help me understand, you started 2 years ago, 2019, correct? October, is that right?
October, yes.
And right now you got 12 full-time employees, 13 part-time. You got a lot of opportunity growth based in New York. Why did you start? Like, what was the reason for ZeBrand in the first place?
Okay, so I think actually I studied graphic design and digital media and branding in Rhode Island School of Design 6 years ago. So I realized branding is totally important for everyone. However, branding is especially important and challenging, could be a challenging and expensive process for startups and small businesses. So I would like to tackle this problem. We created ZeBrand.
And you're trying to tackle it with technology, right? Using technology. Now, if I understand, ZeBrand came out of one of the major investors is Morisawa, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's based in Tokyo?
Yes. They have Tokyo and San Francisco's office. Yeah.
Okay. 300 people there working, but it's all of Morisawa is all focused around branding, yes, but it's specifically typography, correct?
Yes, just focus on typography. Yeah, not for branding. Yeah.
Gotcha. So, but out of this, obviously, the overall team and you from Morisawa saw an opportunity to play a role in branding overall, not just typography.
Yes.
Obviously, typography plays a role in branding, being able to choose the right font type and the right type, but it's more than that. Obviously, we all know that branding is essential. People recognize, right, companies by their logo, by the way they look, but creating it, that's hard. Creating, like, what's the first step to creating a brand? What do you see that as? The first step, like, what do you start with when you say, I want to make a brand, and like a small business comes to you, what's that process?
Okay. Yes. So the most important things is my things and your things. So it means what do you really want to do? Mm-hmm. And this kind of the things for myself or yourself. Yeah. So our process has 3 processes. So for define, design, deliver. So define is 0 to 1 branding. So it's we use brand strategy frameworks. So entrepreneurs input their thoughts and vision into their frameworks. So after that design process, so our algorithm and AI generate your original brand elements, and that includes logos, photos, fonts, and pitch decks, and social media assets. And after that, deliver means we have a brand story, and this kind of landing page for SNS or something. Yeah. So this is our branding process. Yeah.
So how much of that is truly automated right now? How much
how much?
does an AI actually create? Does it create the logo? Does it create your font type and colors for you?
Yeah, actually, now we have original algorithm. So we have a lot of typeface and logo icons, and we gather and suggest, and you'll be provide.
Do you see like lots of options if you go through it and you're like, here are different options you can choose, or does it just come with one option? Like, here is what we think you should have.
Actually, first MVP, we provide only one, but users don't like that. So we improve this process. We suggest three, and now we suggest 6 to 8. So end users can pick one of them. Yeah.
Nice. How did you come up with the algorithms? Like to know, are they just like writing, all right, this is what I do and this is what I like, and then from words, basically, like, are they just writing out a survey, filling out a form, and then you're pulling your answers from that?
So actually, answer data is created by the brand designers by branding agency. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, so and we have gather a lot of data. So we updating every day. Yeah.
So there's a person involved in there before the AI gets involved? You have a person. I think you said you have a coach. So you still have a person involved that works before the AI comes involved?
Yeah. So first, we how should I say? We suggest the human's suggestion, and after that, we analyze and we gather feedback from users, and we updating. Yeah.
Always updating that algorithm. Mm-hmm. Okay. When you look at branding, choosing a font, does it matter? I'm gonna push a little bit. Does type, and does it matter?
So actually, I'm a font geek, so I love font. Okay. Yeah. So actually, typeface is another how should I say another word character. So so character means my character, or yeah.
It's so, like our energy. It's like you're saying exactly. That our type reflects who we are. The typeface, yes, the typography. Yes. Interesting.
So actually, I had some national clients and luxury clients. So they want to localize their fonts to Japanese or Asian fonts, and so actually I consulted their typeface. So actually, so I first I just know more deeply their company's history and their character. So I suggest the typeface or something. So yeah, this is look like branding process. Yeah.
Right now for ZeBrand, are you only doing typography in English?
Yes, now, yeah.
Do you have plans to eventually do other languages as well?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay. I imagine that has its own challenges.
Yes, yeah, but yeah, so it's fun process. Yes. Yeah.
I'm imagining, I feel that your typography options, are they coming from Murasawa's, what's been developed at Murasawa?
Yeah, actually not. Actually, we don't have any relation typeface.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so this is because we just focus on users, not for business. So yeah, we just provide free fonts, not paid fonts. Yeah.
No, okay. So the only ones that you're pulling in ZeBrand are just free fonts that are available for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's enough of those to be able to pull from. The logo, though, you're helping with the logo design?
Yes.
How does that work?
Actually, I don't have good confidence for creating logo. So this is because we just suggest icon from our many logos, and we suggest the logo type. So we just convert.
It's the two. It's an icon with a certain type of font for the words.
Yeah.
Put them together.
So actually, I cannot recommend from my heart. So yeah, I created a new option. So logo creation with a human designer. So that's totally great.
Yeah, you still need a human involved in that.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you're choosing for ZeBrand a monthly approach, right? People can sign up for monthly.
Yes.
Isn't branding a one and done? Like, don't you do it once and then it's done, right?
Yes.
So is there any reason why someone would be wanting to be looking at their branding on a regular basis and paying you guys monthly?
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good question. Thank you so much. So actually, when it caused COVID-19, so we have to change our mind so dramatically. So for example, startups can change their mind from COVID-19 and post-COVID-19. However, traditional company, it is too difficult to change their mind. So we think, we believe we should change and update the branding for appropriate situation and the society. So we would like to challenge the branding subscription service. So now we are struggling.
Interesting. So you feel that people should change their branding based on the situation and the environment, how things change, if I must
exactly.
Look at that?
Yeah.
So interesting. I could see of an argument for that, though I feel like a lot of people say they want to keep their branding recognizable. Like they would want people to always recognize it. And if you're always changing your brand, isn't that a challenge then for people to remember you and remember your brand if it's always changing?
I'm thinking the new concept. So it's not only advanced, but also evolution. So it is a little difficult. So we would like to this kind of not just subscribe, but kind of rebranding. Yeah. So,
I imagine there's many things one could also brand. It's like you think of branding your business as a whole, like your whole business, but you can also, you have personal branding, and you also can brand a product. Like you can create a product, a brand around a product. How do you see the difference between those, like personal brand, a business brand, and a product brand? What's the difference between them? Or are they all usually the same when you create it?
Okay, so we focus on startups and small businesses in US. So this is because the founder's vision equal the company's vision. So it is very easy to create the company's vision and company's branding. So, however, nowadays corporate branding is totally difficult for us. So yeah, we just focus on and we would like to hear the founder's voice. So we focus branding for startups. Yeah.
Gotcha. I feel like some of the other options right now for creating a new brand for startups, they can hire like a bunch of freelancers on like 99 designs or something like that, or other options, and just have a whole bunch of things. You, with your technology, you're in some ways competing with that as a different alternative, right?
Yeah, I think different alternative. So this is because 99 design and freelance. So I'm not sure their designer is just graphic designer or branding designer or branding project. Or I think so branding is totally deep and sophisticated market. So actually we hire the brand designer and especially expert of typography or brand strategy or something. So we would like to create the platform, the brand building platform. So 99 Design and freelancer designer will become not only just designer, but graphic design, not brand designer and art director. So we would like to enhance their skill to branding approach.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you see what do you see the future of branding? Is branding always going to be the same? Is it always just going to be all right, get a logo, get a font, get a color, and then that's branding? What do you see as the future of branding?
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So future branding. So our vision is brand your way. Brand your way means branding for everyone. So now we have to ask the branding agency and design firm if we would like to create the branding. So, however, in the future, everyone can use ZeBrand. So they create their own branding, so personal branding and company branding and project branding. So, yeah, we believe it will become totally different situation.
It's bringing branding to everyone, that you don't have to rely on a branding professional, but people want to go to a professional because the professional usually knows something. They have expertise. So in this case, you are relying on the algorithms that you're building to make the right suggestions. That's where you feel that technology can play a role. So that means all the branding experts won't have a job. We won't need branding agencies anymore. We'll just use technology.
Oh, so sorry. It's not. So yeah, that's great aspects. So actually, our stance is we can enhance 1 to 70% of branding. So we can automatically 1 to 70% if people want to over 70% of branding. They rely on branding agency and brand designer. And 0 to 1 direction is only can create the human. So we believe human's possibility and designer's possibility. So we would like to just shrink this process.
That's actually a great stance, that you guys are focused on the first 70% of branding, get you 70% of the way, which I feel like AI technology, it right now is overall gets you 70-80% there, and people, you still need people to get the rest of the way.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys might be a good solution for branding agencies or branding people, that they use it for their customers to get them to answers faster and be able to help their own clients. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I wish I could. So yeah, and yeah, if its situation is accomplished, so every agency and designer want to create a new direction of branding. So it is totally interesting work. Yeah, not just logo, typeface, blah blah, but other aspects. So yeah, I really looking forward to this.
Yeah, I could see a branding expert agency would sign up and be paying monthly for your service, because then they can get designs out faster for their own clients, their own customers. It'll get them 70% of the there, and then they can choose from the options and customize and go further. I'm seeing a lot of technology right now in the business areas playing a role like this, where it helps the professional do their job even faster, even better. But then the end consumer, like someone who's trying to create their own startup, they usually, they could take advantage. Those who are savvy, those who love design, but maybe need to get something started, could use your service. But you guys have built in a branding coach, right, as another option. So if people wanted help to go further, you have consultants, I guess, on staff that you can bring in when somebody pays for that.
Yeah, so I believe the AI and human is the best. So not only just AI. Yeah.
Do you think in the future,
yeah,
AI will be able to do it 100%?
I don't think so. So this is because 0 to 1. So direction is only can humans only can create the 0 to 1 direction. So I hope so 0 to 1 creates the founders and human, and 70% is ZeBrand, and after that 0 to 1 human and designer, and 70%. So it's over 100.
So never in the future you think AI will be able to just say, someone could say, hey, make me a brand logo and design, etc., and it just gives everything, and it's gold. It won't. You don't think AI will ever get there?
Yeah. So I believe AI can create past things, but not future things. So human can only create the future one.
So really what an AI is doing is looking at a data set, looking at a library of options and saying, here's an option that could work for you. But AI can't create more options to pull from.
Yeah. And actually, I believe AI's power so totally. So if I create 0 to 1, so in same situation, AI can do same things. So, however, 0 to 1 is only can human.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's totally clever.
AI is still dependent upon artificial intelligence, and algorithms are dependent upon that initial step of a human needs to take.
Yeah.
And then it will only take so far. Well, a fun question I like to ask, is there any other software you as a consumer are using, even just a cheap software or technology that you like and use? Anything that you're using that you can think of?
Oh, now? So I love using Otter AI. Do you know? Otter?
Yes, the transcription.
Yes,
transcribing tool.
that's totally great. I love that.
Transcriber tools are so powerful. We also use Otter. So this is not a promotion of Otter, but we do like them. So I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, for taking some time, helping us understand a bit more about what you're doing at ZeBrand and where branding is going. I think it's very exciting. For those that want to learn more, you can go to ZeBranding.com. That's ZeBranding.com. And you can take a little bit more about their platform. And if you're a startup or somebody wanted to try some new brand designs, this might be an option for you to check out. Thanks so much, Leo, for your time.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see you all on the next episode of UpTech Report. Have you seen a company using AI, machine learning, or other technology to transform the way we live, work, and do business? Go to uptechreport.com and let us know.